What's up guys, welcome back to another Gwent video, and today is the first video for patch 9.1 and it's obviously going to be a White Frost Wild Hunt thematic deck. I really was excited to try out the new White Frost. For those who don't know what this leader ability got, it actually received a passive. Whenever you play a Wild Hunt unit, boosted by 1 if there's Frost in the opposite row. Think of this in a similar vein to Nature's Gift. You're essentially getting passive points for playing the appropriate cards, right? In that case, if you play a nature card, you get passive points. Here, if you play a Wild Hunt unit on the right row, you get passive points. It's actually very useful because if you have Frost, you get your engines to a level where they're actually quite difficult to kill. Wild Hunt drops for a 5 if you have Dominance, obviously. Nithralfor Crew drops as a 2 and then boosts itself immediately to 3. With 1 armor, that's effectively 4 strength. Aperian Phantom drops as a 5. So it boosts itself to a 6, but 1 armor means Giga Scorpion Decoction actually doesn't kill it, which is pretty useful. So the deck, what am I running? Oberon King, fantastic card for Wild Hunt, obviously. Igern, Eredin Breakglass, Naglfar, Ozrel, Wrath as one of my doll removal options, Goliath, Nithral, Winter Queen, Gels, Aperian Phantom, Parasite, Foglet, 2 Riders, a single Bruiser, a single Taskmaster, 2 Riders for thinning, 2 Crew, 2 Conquerors, and 2 Wild Hunt Hounds. So this is the version of the deck I'm running. I think it's a very solid deck. It has a lot of it has a pretty decent mid-round, I would say. I think the best round for this deck is a mid-round deck because of the Frost value. If you don't have Frost in a mid-round, then this deck kind of suffers. Then you want a short round for your Ozrel into your Aegon, and so on and so forth. Also, this deck really values Lasse because of the Ozrel. Consistency options. We're running some decent consistency options. Naglfar obviously guarantees you 2 goals because you play 1 and the other one goes to the top of the deck. We have the Winter Queen, we have Gels, we have where is my other card? The Riders, of course. So it's a pretty consistent deck. It's not the most consistent deck. You will have some games where you miss out some of your valuable cards, but I found that I was reliably drawing useful options in most of my games. This is also Devotion deck, so you do lack tools like Heatwave and so on. So your only answer to Defender is either Wrath if you have a tall enough unit, or your single Purifier. If you so wish, you can I can make a suggestion to remove 1 Red Rider and run a second Wild Hunt Bruiser, because Bruiser is actually a very good card. The movement is so useful. Fantastic card if you so wish. You can remove 1 Rider. You can also remove a Foglet and run a second Bruiser and then upgrade something else. So potentially remove a single Hound and run a 5p card. Yeah, you could actually just remove Foglet and then run another Bruiser and then run maybe a Thrive engine. Is there a Thrive? No, there isn't. You could honestly run maybe another Purifier. I think 1 Purifier is actually good enough, but I think this deck actually works pretty well. So yeah, you're gonna see 3 games with this deck. All 3 games are in ranked, of course, and I hope you guys do enjoy it. Let's just jump into the games. Oh, I forgot to mention, PS. I still haven't unlocked the new card, Sunset. Yeah, Sunset Wanderers. I've opened about 100 and something kegs so far. I haven't got it yet, so I'm a bit unlucky. So I think I'm gonna make a deck with this card on Saturday, the weekend when it comes to free for everybody. I have an idea already. It's a Hyperthin deck. I think Hyperthin is the best version for this card to go into. Hyperthin Nilfgaard, that is. Plus, Hyperthin got a bunch of buffs with Triss and Yennefer, obviously, so I want to definitely try out that deck. But yeah, with that PS out of the way, let's just jump into the games. Monsters, alright. Monsters, Carapace.
I sense strong magic.
If this is Keltalis, I have nothing except Wrath. I do have Purifiers though. So I'd like to have 1 Purifier. There is a Purifier right there. 2 Red Riders is pretty bad, so mulligan this. This is nice. This is nice. I think we keep this. It's our only Frost, so we keep this, right? Yeah. Alright. I mean, this could be their own version of Frost deck. We need Dominance for the Purifier, the offensive Purifier, right? Oh no, Dominance is for the self-Purifier. Okay, never mind. I don't play this card much, obviously. So let's see what they do. I mean, against Kelly, we're pretty good. Of course, Brady died. Let's play this in case they have another one. Because if they have another one, this just dies then. So I just want to avoid that, you know. That's larva. All right. Play our phantom. Probably gets parasited here. Since I don't have frost, I can't protect it, so it gets parasited if they have it. This is looking like a Keltalis though. 2 larvas, interesting. Okay, guess we play this. Get our Winter Queen out.
Only the pure white of snow.
All else disgusts me. So this means we can kill 1 if we wish, but I do want to save this for the Keltalis if they play this round. Bruxa. Alright, they're going for Thrive. That has Veil, so not sure why you did that. Let's just, I guess, kill 1. We have Leader for the other.
Go on! Show me what this toy you wield can do!
Hey, we got the lucky ping and the 25% chance we actually got value on it. Nice. I mean, they lost 2 points. I don't know why they bled this. That was weird. Very weird. Nithralfor. Okay. I guess they Carapace this. Yep. Can just leader this if I wish. Yeah, I just leader this. Bye bye. And we play this.
A fitting gift for our king.
So yeah, this looks like a Keltalis deck. So we save the Purify, we save a leader charge for the Keltalis then. Rat Catchers. What is this deck? This is playing for as a 13. They have the Sabbath as well. Do you want to play ahead of this? I don't think so. I would have preferred to have these 2 cards in round 1. Parasite, I think we want to save it. Just take the pass here. They're 31, they need to play a... we'll be at 42 of this, so they need to play a 12-point play to get ahead. That is not enough. That's a 9-point play. Leader would be needed here. There is the leader charge, alright. Okay. Not a bad trade. So... I mean, we didn't use many of our resources. We did use leader charge. They used 2 leader charges. I think the most expensive thing we use is Ipir and Phantom. They use Nithralfor and Rat Catcherus. That's okay. That's fine. I think we mulligan that, honestly. 2 of these is not great. Aegon is nice. Aegon is really nice. Tripass card is going to be Wild Hunt Hound. That's because the Frost obviously has an innate value now. More than just the damage and the engine on crew, but obviously it buffs all our other Wild Hunt units. But yeah, if they go for the pass here, I simply play the Wild Hunt Hound. Though to be fair, this also, I don't think they can remove easily. They used Dive. They have Parasite, I assume, and they have Heatwave. Oh, they're going for it, okay. Caranthier into what? Defender? Oh. This is where Frost would be so useful, right? Sorry, this is where Fog would be useful. So they can't buff the second one, obviously. How do I kill this? I can use Aridin here. Where's my wrath? So this is this devotion then? Okay, we can parasite this. Do I use a second leader charge? No. I'll save it for now. We go down to 3, so we're ahead still. I have the pass here. It's a Koshchi deck? Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay. This. Play Oberon. I can kill the... Yeah, I can kill the Unseen Elder here. I think that's valuable, actually.
Death comes for you.
So we have Dominance, which means this thing gets taken to 1. I have to play my Igorn soon. It's losing value. I'm losing value on the engine in these two here. And I have 3 engines. Beast. Great. Okay.
Run, run, not get far.
Huh. So I play this time. Opponent is deciding. I'm just hoping they have no more damage left. If they have damage, this Igorn is screwed. I think I just play the Wild Hunt Hound though. Their own Oberon, okay. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of value. It's a double Thrive Rock. That's really good for them. This plays as 4, 5 plus 21, plus Frost. I have Dominance, so it takes 3. So this actually gives me the lead. Yep. I have no idea what they're playing. This is not a Keltalis. This is an Unseen Elder Koshchi deck. Parasite, okay. Okay. Not sure what that bleed was from our opponent, but it's a pretty bad bleed. But we are up to the top decks now. I swear, if they're a Keltalis deck now, because I actually want to mulligan this. I don't think they're Kelly though. They don't have the provisions for this. That's nice. That's fantastic. That's also good. What is my Goliath? Alright, so I have good options, yeah. Ard Gaeth is actually bad here. Mulligan this.
Ha! Yet another horn for my collection.
Honestly, I'm considering removing Ard Gaeth. I think... I'm just trying to be thematic, right? I'm just trying to see how it plays. Alright, that's good.
We shall conquer this world as we have conquered countless others.
Get some value on our Frost. Their own Igorn. Ooh. I can actually kill that. This actually kills the Igorn, but I think I just take this. In case they have Ozrael, I don't want to give it to them. They have my Igorn, but we still win though, so... Because I have their Ratcatcheress, which is fine. Naglfar into Ozrael, places 14 for them. I mean, I did play a misplay. I should have actually gone on the... I should play this first, but we win, so they're fine. Oh, wait a second. We just win, actually. That was a big misplay from my side. We win by a point. That was a big misplay from my side. Huge misplay. Don't do that, though. Should have consumed my own Igorn. That was a big misplay from my side. Alright, that's game number 1. Alright, guys. Game number 2 against Forge. So this is a dwarf deck?
Enough. Let's get to work.
Let's get to work. Alright, so I've made a change to the deck actually. I've removed Ard Gaeth for Nithralfor. I think Ard Gaeth is just too much Frost at this point. Like, it's a decent card, but I just think Red Riders are so much better. This is good against Defender. I think I get rid of Oberon actually. What are you pulling? You're pulling the other Red Riders or Imrit's Wrath, which is fine. I think I get rid of you. Nice. Alright. If you do want to run Ard Gaeth though, maybe you can remove Goliath for Ard Gaeth, I guess. I'm running Nithralfor because, you know, Wild Hunt, assemble. Alright, so the dwarves did get some buffs, right? I think Mahakam Defender is now 4p. Might be running that card actually. Power Technician. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. It's a bit awkward. I guess I'll just play this up. It gives him value, but at least it's not one of my engines. I want my engines to stick. So I have the Purify for the Defender. How do I kill the Brewer Hook? I guess I can move the Brewer away from the Dog Brew. And I can use Wrath if I have a tall enough unit on the board. Brewer is what, 6 plus some armor? It's a little awkward, but I think I can do it. Call the Forest. Into what? What is so high priority in round 1? Xavier, okay. You know, this is where a bruiser would be lovely, wouldn't it? I mean, I can move it obviously, but yeah, it's worth it. They're probably running the movement dwarf card. I keep forgetting the name of it. I don't have dominance, also I have to be careful. Like this drops us a 6. This thing still gets armor, right? Oh no, it gains armor if it's on the melee room, but obviously gets boosted. Yeah, Bolly, that's what I was concerned about.
Just let me reach the bridge. The bridge.
Where are you when I need you?
Your souls will propel this launch.
When the white frost comes, the world will at last be cleansed.
Oof, her voice lines are so... I love the voice acting for her. It's really nice. Very well done. Love it. Absolutely love it. So this actually plays for a lot. This plays for 4 plus 12, 8 points. Yeah, you gotta give it armor. Click. There you go. So I guess I just let that tick. I have my engines as well. Novigradian Justice into another Pyrotechnician. Into their thinning. Makes sense, makes sense. This puts them at 29, and then they use, I assume, their stratagem. That's the one thing about dwarves. The armor helps to tank the frost damage quite a bit. Quite a bit, in fact. Do I have dominance? I do have dominance. Nope, I don't have dominance anymore. That's unfortunate. Do this. Make that frost stick. It's a good thing it hit this actually. At least I got some value, but now it's gonna hit the armor and he can just keep tanking it with more dwarves, right? So I do have a Wrath though. My Wrath is doing 8 damage. It doesn't kill this, but it prevents it from tanking the frost, which can be very useful. Minor. Okay, they're stacking the row for their guards, Mahakam Guard. I have dominance still, so I can play this. Oh, I played the wrong row. Oops, should have played the melee row. I lost a point there. I'm stupid. I'm very stupid. Very stupid. That was a bad play for me. How many goals do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I can play Gelds here for the Wrath and other Riders. Riders gives value to my Ancient Foglet, right?
I've got to get this in order.
Alright, okay. They're quite far ahead, actually. Goliath plays as 10, puts me at 39. I don't have dominance, so I'm not getting... This isn't ticking. This is ticking, though, so this is a 11-point play. I have reach, especially if I get hit Ignorn with this. I think I do this. I do this one Geld's value. How many turns left? 3, right? I just do it on the range, honestly. Oh no, yeah, the frost comes after the guilds. My bad. Guard, okay. So they have a lot of points here. They're getting a point a turn. I don't think I can keep up, if I'm being honest. I need what? Yeah, I think we just need the pass here. If I miss the Aegon, it sucks, so I have to be very careful. Okay, so I'd like to draw Oberon, obviously. Aegon is also very useful since this deck doesn't really have that much damage apart from the Yarpin. I think they might be running Heatwave though. That's nice. Couldn't you have come in the first round? Stupid. What are my goals? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A lot of goals. Nithralfor, okay. Okay. My dry pass is I think Goliath, if I'm being honest. Do I have answers for Brewer if he pushes? I have the Purify and the Defender. I have the movement. Wrath is looking at... It doesn't kill Brewer though. If Brewer drops now, he drops his 6+5, so 6+5 armor. Does Brewer have any base armor? Yeah, he does, right? Because of Malcolm Forge. 6+6 armor, so I need 12, which means I would have to play Igorn to be able to one-shot it. Yeah, that's a bit difficult. Especially considering I have 5 goals. Alright, the pass is here. What is my dry pass? I think honestly it's Goliath. Because this is a Purifier. That's very important. It's my only Purifier. I can use Leader to move, but I think Leader is going to be much more valuable to move the Brewer himself onto a row which doesn't have dwarves with armor. Reduce the value of the buff. elle is fine. Oberon is fantastic. I think I mulligan Hound. I'm going first. The Hound actually gets value, but I think I mulligan you. 3 goals. Ugh, I'd love to draw one more. I think I mulligan you. Oh, that's perfect. That's actually great. Because Eredin is actually good value here. Both Oswald and Eredin are fantastic, so... Right, play the Phantom first. Follow it by Nithralfor. Get our engine sticking first, and then we play Aegon. Gabor, back row, I assume. I can't touch that, can I? No, I can't. Alright. I cannot touch this, so that's fine. You know, it's just an engine trading with my Phantom. But now I have a 2-point engine, because I think I can maintain dominance quite easily. Unless they play Defender right now. No, Defender's a 5 strength, so yeah, I still have dominance. There it is, there it is.
Was it so plowing crummy and Nilfgaard?
So, I Purify.
Rubbish. This one has the life force of a cockroach.
There's the Purify. Brewer is going to be 6 plus, assuming all these are dwarves. 6 plus 6, 12. He's going to be effectively 13 strength. That's a lot. I have to play Aegon next. Oh. Yeah, I just play Aegon next.
Dunny jiggleless.
He's not stacking the rows, so he's losing guard value. He should have another guard still. It's such a fantastic 4P guard. I still don't know if he's Devotion or not. Doors usually aren't. They usually have Yrden or Heatwave as like their big guard at the end, so I have to be careful about that as well. Alright, this hits this. It doesn't hit this, it hits this. I think Eredin is better than Oswald. Also is Malcolm Defender, okay. They use leader on that? Really? I can kill this if I want to. I don't think I should though. Do this. Eridan actually isn't great because of the armor. Never mind. I lied about Eridan. Let's play Oberon.
Creatures, they shall not be missed.
Frost value is being lost here, so I don't want to do this. I guess it's this. I have dominance. I do have dominance, so this is good. This is... So yeah, I have 2 engines competing with their 2 engines, so pretty good. Da, da, da. Why did they not draw Brewer? I guess that was Dwarven Chariot. Alright. I might as well kill this, right? I'm so scared about Brewer, that's my concern. This is at 14 right now. It'll go to 15, I ping this goes 13, I can still kill it next turn, so I still have time. I still have time, Actually, I can do this as well. I can do... I guess I leader to this. And then I do...
Go on! Show me what this toy you wield can do!
I just do this. Take some frost damage. I could have killed this, obviously, but then the frost hits this. This still keeps it in range of my wrath. That's the important thing. Oh, Scourgel's song is so good. There's the Brewer, as expected. 10. 11, right? 13. Bye bye. I knew it! My patience paid off so well, so well. 2 plus 6 is 8. I can actually get this out of engine range as well. Fob into... Council... Oh. Zoltan's Company. They don't have Zoltan though, so... Hey. Yeah, they have to have a guard in there somewhere. Six plus 2 is 8, yeah. So we stop that from taking. I think that we win this pretty easily, actually. We're quite far. 23 points ahead. Zoltan Warrior. Onto the back row. Okay. That's actually a good point. That's actually some good points. It's not over yet. Still gotta be careful. Still not over yet. I have dominance still. We kill this. There we go. Nice. Oh, if this is Earden, do we win? Earden is... I think we still win. 10 plus 2 is 12. We win with Earden still, so we win. Markham Guard. Yep. Plays 9. No. Hell yeah. Perfect. Game number 2 is down. Looking pretty good. Alright, gotta put in one more game. I think 3 games will be perfect here. Alright, what are we up? Skellige. Rage of the Sea. Perfect. That's actually very good. This is actually the first time I'm going up against the buffed Rage of the Sea, so I'm excited. Again, in case anyone's wondering, I don't mind posting losses at all. I think it's a good way to showcase the deck properly. This is a little sketch here against Skellige. I always don't like playing Igorn against Skellige. They just have such effective ways of answering it. Alright, what's my Gel showing? This and this. I think I get rid of this. A Purify I don't think is useful. Oh, come on! That's really bad in round 1. I guess I just want to tempo ahead, right? That's really bad. Let's just do this. I don't want to die to a raiding fleet or a Giga Scorpion decoction or whatever, so I just wanted to survive. But that's really frustrating. If I'm guessing, they're probably playing a semi-controlled Skellige deck with this, maybe running Fulmar and Bread of the Sea because of the rain value. What is deciding? What are they deciding? Croc. Ooh, it's a pirate deck. That's nice. That's nice to see a pirate deck. So Sucrus is a pirate, I believe. Hammond. The Defender's a pirate. Think of the ships as well, obviously. Okay, they're pinging this down, which means they might have Heatwave for this or Morkwork for this. Yeah, they're hovering it. I guess it's Morkwork. Burna.
We shall do it.
So it looks like a pirate discard package deck. That seems really fun. Double Demon Pirate. They didn't give it armor. Interesting. Interesting. I go for my thinning here. I'm just trying to tempo out ahead. And probably pass here. Take a long round. Is going. I have no idea if a long round is good against pirates. Like I assume they have Morkwork, which means that I want last say because I don't want my Oswald getting blasted into Kingdom Come. All right. All right. Let's just play this then.
Your souls will propel this long ship.
They have reached with Morkwork. I think Morkwork is in hand. That's why they're not actually clicking on this. This seems like a fun. I actually want to try this deck out. This seems fun. Terraclu is a fantastic card with a Croc, right? Yeah, that's on crate. Again, where is the Bruiser when you need it? Huh, that's so frustrating. Oh no, oh, that was a mistake. I have Queen in my hand. That was a mistake. I just blanked out there for a second. I mean, still value, don't get me wrong. But, you know, that's a little annoying. That was a misplay from my side. Raiding fleet onto the Igor. I think I take the Bassi, honestly. Yeah, I get out of here. If they have Morkwork, they just use it to get ahead. But Frost is giving us some good value. I'm at 24 with this bleeding, but I'm at 25 because of this. They ping. Frost hits the 4, so it does 1 damage, so they're at 13. There's another Terraclu Axe Plunder. That doesn't get them ahead, does it? Yep. That was not the best play, opponent. 2 cards down. Yeah, I do want to try this deck though. This seems like a fun pirate deck, pirate discard deck. I assume they're running Coral, Morkwork, both the Morkworks. There's the Morkwork. There you go. That's absolutely fine. That is absolutely fine. I'm still not sure if it's Devotion or not though. This could still not. I mean, I'm expecting it not to be Devotion. Because I don't think pirates need any Devotion card. Is Tirgvi a Devotion card? No, Tirgvi's not a Devotion card, right? Alright, Mulligan U. Dry Pass is, I guess, NL. I think I don't need to Purify. To be fair, Defender is a pirate as well, so... I think I just Mulligan this. Okay. Yeah, I just play this out.
So silky.
Because this obviously, again, the Frost has a lot more innate value now, so don't want to get rid of that so quickly. Hound, second NL is great. Naglfar is looking at 1, 2. Can I pull out my? Yeah, I can pull it because I have Red Rider. So 1, 2, 3 goals, 3 goals. Okay. The best one is Airden here, I guess. What do I want to mulligan? I think I keep all this. Actually, maybe I mulligan this. Both the ships are down, so this is not as useful. Yeah. Not the best, not the best. Start off with this. That's my best proactive play.
A fitting gift for our king.
Oberon was also actually a good proactive play there, but if I need to damage something and I get a Wild Hunt warrior, I always have that option. Yep. Haha.
Don't see a gap in their armor. Make one. Corpses overboard. Live ones to the cage.
Live ones to the cage. So I guess they're running Sucrus Arna Chad. If they drop the Sucrus, I can kill it. Sigdriff is right onto Croc.
The goddess protect you from all evil.
Unfortunately, I can kill Croc. Bye bye, Croc. Bye bye. No Croc for you. Raid of the Sea comes down. Why now, though? Bride of the Sea? Second charge as well. Oh, they're playing this again. Oh, no, 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 no. That's not good. Oh, that's really bad for me. I only have Parasite. Oh, come on.
Lady of the Seas, daughter of the heavens, accept my
that is a pretty strong play. So I do this. It's not rollout, I know, but I start damaging it. It's a little unfortunate I missed this out, but I start damaging it. Giga Scorpion decoction. Giga Scorpion decoction. Yep, they're hovering over it. Concuss. Stunning blow, I guess. Stunning blow. I guess I just play Nithralfor now. Holger Black Hand. Okay, yeah, this is a little scary. Oh, that's a lot of points. That is a lot of points. Shoot. Yeah, this party looks a lot of fun, doesn't it? Looks like a lot of fun. I guess I play Oberon. I'm gonna move this to the front row so this can take things.
Creatures, they shall not.
Deal damage, but Frost doesn't hit this then, unfortunately. I think this is better, but this dies to Pirate deals. Annual Conquerors, I guess, really good. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this.
We make certain Nithralfor is ever sated.
Only the pure ones know. All else disgusts me.
All else disgusts me. My weakest is Nithralfor Taskmaster. For his blessing onto a... yeah, this one. That's such a good play. That's a really good play. Really nice play.
You've nowhere to run, but I dare you to try.
Let's see what we get. Nithrall, Imperial Phantom. I can get Phantom and kill Croc. I think that's what we do. Alright, cool. So that's both the Crocs answered. Demon Warship? Okay. What's the pirate they have? They have... Random Bronze, right? So they have these two, and they have this. I'm gonna go in the back row.
Are you cold, human insect? It won't be long.
I think these two have anti-synergy though, because you want to get Deathblow of this, right? But yeah, because obviously he was trying to get the Deathblow of Croc. He didn't get it, unfortunately, so play this out for Red Riders now.
Naivety's a fool's blessing.
I guess I'll just go for this. Nice, that's good. good thing I killed Croc when I did, because these would have gone a lot of points. There's 8 sitting in the, you know, very dangerous. There's a Freya Blessing
We serve her who is bird
for
and mother
another
and
one of
home.
those. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, this is such a fun. I love this. I love new patches. They're so much fun. So we're in the lead. We're looking pretty healthy. So we're getting 2 more points. We're at 38. This is playing for obviously 14. Is this devotion? I still have no idea if it's devotion. No, it's not, right? They play Oniromancy.
Full start.
Yeah, it's not devotion. I respected opponent. I respected. That was a great deck, but my deck is a little bit better. Awesome. I love it. I love it. Awesome. Hey, rank 4. Woohoo! There we go. Awesome. That was really, really fun. I really liked the deck our opponent was playing. I actually want to try that out. I think that seems like a super fun deck. Anyway, final thoughts on the deck. I think Wild Hunt seems it's a lot better. It's definitely a lot better with the passive. It feels like a pretty competitive deck. Tier 1, I don't think so. I think the biggest problem with this deck is if you're playing Devotion, so you're lacking consistency options. I mean, I'm still getting my cards pretty well. I have, you know, some decent thinning options. 1 thinning, Gels thins another 1 and gives us Nithralfor value. Nithralfor obviously, of course, ensures that we draw 2 valuable golds, so, and of course Winter Queen as well. So there are some decent consistency options. I think I saw Shinmiri's version of this deck, which was running the Crone package. It was running the 3 Relic Crones and Rat Catcheress as well. I've seen some people run She Who Knows in this deck. I think this deck is pretty fun in its own. But yeah, weaknesses. I think Lust is very important, obviously, with the Oswald Igern play. You have a lot of engines. Yeah, I think that's my thoughts. I think Ard Gaeth is a very bad card in this deck. I don't think Ard Gaeth is necessary. You saw how in the last game I actually had too much Frost value, actually. I actually had an extra turn of Frost. Imagine if I had Ard Gaeth. That would have been pretty bad. I think this is a much better option here. Much better option. If you don't like Nithralfor, I would suggest then going for... maybe you could run a... I don't know. Yeah, I think honestly, Nithralfor is best here. Now, the alternative I would suggest is if you want to go non-devotion, because non-devotion gives you the ability to run Heat Wave, it gives you the ability to run, you know, some neutral toll removals that are not Inlet's Wrath, but it does mean you sacrifice on the NL Conquerors, which are, in my opinion, fantastic cards. Now, you can replace the Conquerors with maybe Thrive engines like Nekkers, or even the new, the buffed, where is it? Yeah, Worker, if you so wish, right? You could even run Foglet to get more value on your Ancient Foglet. Where is it? There's right there. But yeah, this is the deck, guys. I'll link the deck below in the description if you guys want to try it out yourselves. And I'll hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please show your support below, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.